and you sit with yourself and God in the moment, or you go for a walk with God and yourself in the moment, or you look at stars with God and yourself in the moment, or you brew a cup of coffee, or you have some good sex and you're present in the moment, you are much more equipped to touch real life at every moment. And that nourishes your soul. And that's where life comes from. Just like when you have sex and you are present with somebody and there aren't barriers, there aren't complications, you're just in a loving, loving relationship where you can be true and she can be true. That's where real life comes from. Welcome to the Whisper and Flame podcast. My name's Michael.
And I'm Jen. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
You know this new show that's out? Well, I don't know if it's new, but it's new to me. The Madison on Paramount Plus.
I've heard of it. I haven't
It's
seen
got
it.
Michelle Pfeiffer in it.
Yeah,
It's
Catwoman.
Yeah,
Right on.
easy. Yeah. Anyway, she's star of this show, and if you like Yellowstone, you'll like it. I'm pretty sure it's the same producer or something. It's got that flavor to it. But what really intrigued me about this is the character is a New York City woman through and through. And without spoiling anything, she finds herself in Montana, like in God's country, with her family. And they just don't know what to do with themselves at first. It's such a stark difference.
Why?
Well, they're living in cabins off a river. They have electricity.
Okay.
But it's pretty primitive outside of that.
It's obviously not Manhattan, but it's like, Montana has cars and plumbing and electricity and stuff.
Well, not indoor plumbing in the show.
Not there. Okay.
Not there. Yeah,
All
there's
right.
no indoor plumbing. They do have some electricity. Definitely don't have internet or cell or phones.
Okay.
And the nearest, store is like 2 hours away.
Okay.
So it's not like they can just...
So that's a steep cliff from New York to a cabin in the mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what fascinated me with the show is there's a part where they start to get acclimated to this kind of way of life. And I can relate to it. The character takes, to make coffee, she fills up a percolator, I guess, like a metal pot.
Yeah.
And she fills it up with river water and puts coffee in it and sets it on top of a wood-burning stove and waits for it to boil and percolate.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Right? In the beginning, she's despising that process.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But then as she gets acclimated, she learns to really love it and appreciate it.
And this is Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman.
Yes.
All right.
Catwoman is getting in the river.
How am I not watching this show?
I don't know. It's a great show if you're into that kind of thing. But it really got me thinking about what is it about that very simplistic, rudimentary way of making coffee that really, I was really drawn to that. I really got into instead of popping the Keurig pod in and hitting the button and 30 seconds later I have coffee. I really appreciated the process of making coffee with the French press. And it just got me thinking, what is it? What is it about that?
Yeah.
That draws me in, that makes me crave something more simple in life.
Yeah, the craving for simplicity. It's almost like that craving for simplicity is, it's like a hunger for reality. Like we so desire to be rooted in the moment, to be present with ourselves and with God and with Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. Like we so desire authenticity. And I think it's because everything around us, and I say this surrounded by technology being recorded on the kind of most surreal human experience we can have, which is the internet. It's not real life, it's the internet. We so crave reality. We so crave something that's true. And, what seems to be able to get us there is growing something in your garden, or instead of popping in a disgusting Keurig pod into your work's coffee maker, you boil some water and you press a French press, the coffee steeps, and you have a way better cup than the terrible burned Keurig taste. Keurig, you're never going to sponsor us. I won't even allow it because I hate your coffee. I hate it.
Hate is a strong word.
It's a 4-letter word that means Mikey don't likey. I hate it.
I think you said once Keurig tastes like office.
Keurig tastes office. That's what it tastes like. It just tastes like this burned, kind of hollow, bad coffee.
Stale environment. You can taste the cubicle walls.
9 a.m. start time. Absolutely. It's like licking a cubicle. Keurig, licking your cubicle. Disgusting. No, man.
But it's a good analogy for what's real and what's not.
It's like, yes, it's a great analogy for what's real and what's not. And it's like what's real always seems to have maybe a little steeper climb to get to it, like a little higher barrier to entry. It's
a little bit more effort.
It's not easy, but it's almost always worth it. A French press is almost always worth the effort. Like a good cup of coffee to start your day. Those first few minutes during the day when you're just kind of like waking back up and getting back into the rhythm of things, to have something that feeds you as opposed to something that tastes like licking your cubicle is going to do you far more wonders throughout the day than your burned, gross coffee.
You don't have to sell me on the taste. I don't think Keurig coffee's terrible. But it's the convenience.
Mikey no likey.
It's the convenience is what pulls me and people in. It's the convenience of I can have a consistently hot, consistently tasting temperature coffee that takes about 30 seconds. So convenience is the trade-off.
Yeah.
For real.
Destroying the planet.
Whatever makes my life easier.
Absolutely. That's the only thing that matters. Whatever makes my life easier. Yeah, it's what's real, right? Versus what's convenient.
The trade-off with something's convenient, it's a little bit faster, but the quality's not as good. And you do rob yourself of that experience because making coffee in a French press is you can actually smell.
So we're talking about the importance of removing complications from our lives and entering into a space of simplicity. And I can hear our audience saying like, well, why? What's the point of it? And you just answered that. You said, it's the experience of it. Think of the smell of steeping coffee versus the sort of like burned bad smell of a Keurig coffee pot, like slightly melted cancer plastic leaking into your coffee juice. Like, ew, like it's just not as good as a percolator with river water on a wood burning stove or a French press in a lovely cabin by the river. That sounds so appealing to me.
Yeah, there's a pull. There's a pull there.
Yeah, it's like our souls kind of deeply desire that kind of almost elemental life. Like I love chopping wood and making a fire. It feels good. It smells good. It's fun. You can sit there. It's almost entertainment. There's something in me that really loves to do that, and I have no idea why. No idea why.
I would say the same for me for gardening.
Yeah.
And it's not just because I'm getting fruit. It's that whole process. It's getting your hands and your feet dirty in the soil. It's planting something from a seed. And every week that goes by, you can witness the growth of that.
It's elemental. It's real. And it roots us in a moment that like does a body good, but it does the soul good. It's
like nourishing for your soul.
And like we live in a world where everything is everything serves the God of ease. It's like we worship the God of ease when we paint comfort and convenience over the real world. It's like we've painted this thin veneer of convenience over the real, and it doesn't satisfy ultimately. Like, it doesn't satisfy the soul calling that we all seem to have. It's like the difference between porn and sex. It's like the difference between porn and really good sex. Like, that is a steep cliff and a huge distance between those two things, even though they're kind of in the same world. Kind of.
They're both sexual.
Yeah, but
one is quick and easy and solo and predictable and
yeah, gooning. Talk about a hollow Keurig-like burn in the soul. Like, porn, I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but like, porn leaves this kind of like burnt feeling in my heart, at least. Whenever I've seen it, looked at it, whatever, it feels like a bad burned cup of coffee. It's quick, it's easy,
it's convenient.
It's so convenient.
You didn't really have to work for it.
You don't have to be
maybe a little.
You don't have to be vulnerable with anybody to do that. To get the same level, not the same level, but the same sort of like chemical firing as real sex. You don't have to practice vulnerability, but is porn good sex? Is porn sex at all? No.
No, it's definitely not good.
And it's definitely not good. It's just kind of like chemicals firing. And maybe like fast food, sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need the release or the stress relief or whatever. But it's not as good. And it's certainly not real. Because when sex is real, it's with someone you care about. And it's with someone that you can be really vulnerable with. And they, in turn, are vulnerable with you. And that creates probably the best sex ever, don't you think?
Yeah, because you have to be present. Good sex demands you to be vulnerable and to be present.
Yeah.
And then there's also this element of discovery with it as well.
There's mystery to it.
Mystery.
Like at first, there's like this is one of the best parts about sex with someone at first. It's that there is this mystery to what their body looks like, to what it's like to be with them, to what it's like to kiss them or to hold them or to please them. What are their turn-ons? What are their turn-offs? Like, it's all this incredible mystery.
And you have to be vulnerable to figure that out.
You have to.
On both sides.
Everybody has to play that game of vulnerability, because if you don't, you can actually kind of hack sex. And it's not as good when you do it. It's like you could use someone else's body to masturbate. You could use someone else, and it's not sex at that point. It's just gooning again. But you've got a partner now who's kind of willing to be used. I've had sex like that. I'm sure you've had sex like that, where it's like you're just kind of using each other in a transaction.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've had the real thing. I've had the real thing where it's not just bodies that are bared to each other. It's almost like souls are bared to each other. Minds and hearts are bared to one another, and they touch. That's when sex is actually good. And it would never have anything to do with like all the extra shit that people use to spice up their sex life. No, you don't need that.
Not stopping at Sorellas today.
I'm not stopping anywhere to get anything. It's like you don't need a ball gag and whips and chains and shit to spice up your sex life. You know what's scary and spicy? Actual, genuine vulnerability. And when you do that and your partner reciprocates that, that's the best sex you're ever going to have, because you see each other. And that creates a far, far more rooted and real expression of, I guess, love is kind of the only word for it, for your partner and her for you, or him for you. And the pleasure that is derived from that, it's 10 times better than whatever whatever kink you've got going on, you know?
Yeah.
It's 10 times better, flat out. And it's simpler.
It's simpler.
It's not complicated.
But when you argue, couldn't you argue that it is complicated because it's not easy to know.
What do you mean?
It's not easy to know how it will go because it's very spontaneous and unscripted.
Yeah.
So doesn't that make it more complicated?
No. That makes it real. That makes it real to life. Complication is when you have to add all of these barriers in and like a bunch of rules to follow and like a bunch of these. And I'm not saying rules are bad because it does protect people. And consent really matters. Obviously, when we're talking about sex, we want to be careful, but you start adding in all these barriers to intimacy, which is what a lot of it turns into. You start adding in all these kind of like, I guess I don't want to kink shame either because it's like, whatever, enjoy it. Yeah, I don't want to kink shame. But I also recognize that I've had sex that had none of those extra things on top of it. And it wasn't complicated. It was simple because I was rooted in the moment with my partner. And as scary as that can be before you get into it, when you're in the moment, it's not scary because you're with somebody who is reciprocating your vulnerability and is reciprocating the love that you're already showing them. I feel like this episode kind of jumps off from our latest men and women thing.
A little bit,
weirdly.
yeah.
Like parts 1, 2, and 3. This is almost a part 4. It's not, but it's like spiritually a part 4 to the men and women thing. Because what do men and women do? They bang it out.
They bone.
They bone, right? And like, yeah, like.
You ever, can I ask you a vulnerable question about this?
Absolutely. Ask me a question. I was just going to say, like, it's a gift. It's a gift to be able to be vulnerable and in the moment with somebody and to derive immense pleasure from just that connection, Go ahead.
You ever laugh during sex?
My mom listens to this podcast, so I'm not going to go too deep into that.
It was just a yes or no question.
Laugh during sex. Yeah, there are funny moments and stuff. Yeah, of course. Sometimes it's so good that like you can only laugh afterwards. Like almost like, what was that? And you kind of laugh. I have had those moments where it's so to that level where it's just kind of a laughter out of joy. I've had that moment.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk about real and true, authentic.
Yeah. Have you ever teared up?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm kind of embarrassed to say that.
Yeah. See, the tables are turned. It doesn't feel good, does it? Your mom listens too. Glenda doesn't care though. Yeah. But sometimes
it's
yeah.
It's intense.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that intensity speaks to the authenticity of the connection.
Yeah.
And I think it can only get to that level where it feels emotional when it's just that real.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to do that watching porn. I mean,
you're going to weep.
That'd be weird.
Why am I doing this?
Yeah, it would be for different reasons.
God, why? Yeah. Keurig
Is
coffee.
What my life's come to.
It's Keurig coffee.
As I'm
sex.
drinking my Keurig coffee.
Awful. It's trash. Total trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, these analogies, I think, I know we're throwing a lot out there, but they're good. Like thinking about, these hobbies that ground us, chopping the wood and having the fire and having a garden and making a meal.
Yeah.
Versus getting fast food.
Yeah.
And good sex.
And way better sex. Yeah. Like I can hear maybe people say, like, arguing with us saying like, it's actually super complicated to live a simple life, right? It's way more complicated to, sex being the shining example, saying like to be vulnerable, way harder for us to do than,
or just have to make the time.
yeah, just to simply make the time to do it, or to get your mind, your heart into a space where you can see your partner, and who knows if they're going to be able to reciprocate, because who knows what the relationship has been up to that point. That does seem complicated, but I actually think that like all we're talking about is the discomfort of effort. That's all we're talking about there. It's not more complicated. It's the discomfort of effort to get to a place where something is way better than what's on typical offer in the rest of the world. Do you want McDonald's Keurig sex? Or do you want like good Thanksgiving meal, amazing, really like rooted and true good sex? What do you want? Because sometimes you want McDonald's. Let's all be honest. Want McDonald's?
I like McDonald's.
Everybody loves them nugs.
Oh, the French fries and the Coke are the best.
Yeah, bro. Knocking it out. It's tasty. It's quick. It's cheap. It's easy. Right? I get it. Sometimes you need that. I'm not saying you never do that. You never need it. Maybe I am saying don't ever drink Keurig coffee, and maybe I am saying porn isn't really good for anybody. McDonald's, whatever. But to spend your effort, to spend your time touching the discomfort of effort and then actually achieving something amazing is so worth it. That good sex where you are uncomfortable for a little bit of time, kind of like getting your mind, your heart prepared, really connecting, really being emotional and open with your partner long before your pants come off, creates an environment where when they do come off, you getting off is 10 times better.
It's this whole experience.
It's being rooted in the experience. Exactly.
And the simplicity is what enables that good experience.
Yeah, and like I think about it. I think about it being the real life that we were made for. And what happens when love is present and you're safe and I'm safe, and that equation of body into body creates what? Life. That's where real life comes from. Literally, when we're talking
life.
about sex, right? Now we're talking in the idealized version of it. A rooted and loving relationship where the two people are not giving up on one another. They're not using each other transactionally. Many, many, many families, many, many people are not conceived in that relationship, right? Mm-hmm. And again, I'm not advocating for no contraception and, just like whatever it's called. What is it? The rhythm method?
Oh, yes.
Pulling out. I'm not advocating for any one thing. There's just layers and layers and layers of complication that we put onto a very simple thing. It wasn't designed for all of those complications, but we've kind of hacked it to get the pleasure we want without the consequences that are natural to it, which is more life. Yeah. We overcomplicate everything for convenience. Real convenient not to make a baby. Real convenient to get pleasure and no baby. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm saying it's more complicated than what it was designed to be.
You want the Thanksgiving dinner without that full feeling afterwards, without looking like you're going to have a baby.
Wouldn't that be great? You got a turkey baby. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah. And what a great experience of preparing the meal and eating the meal.
Yeah. Preparing Thanksgiving dinner is like foreplay.
There you go.
It's the build up to all the sides and I don't really like turkey. Like it's kind of like the worst part of Thanksgiving in my opinion, but all the sides are wonderful. Like it's so good.
You're saying what everyone's thinking.
Yeah.
And good sex is like a good Thanksgiving meal.
It's like a well-prepared meal.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's worth the effort. It's worth the time. And we can seek out ease and just like go to McDonald's on Thanksgiving. But like,
Or
yuck.
we could take those dino nugs out of the freezer.
Oh yeah, the dino nugs. So you don't even have to leave your house. It's so much more easy. You just pull them out of the freezer, plop them into the oven, and there you go.
Talk about an experience. Plunk, 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 plunk on the metal tray.
Happy Thanksgiving. Gross. Oh man.
You're just gonna cover them in sauce anyways.
Yeah, but that's the gravy, right? That's the mashed potatoes and gravy. It's slightly cold floppy French fries from the oven and dino nugs
There's a
with some barbecue sauce.
joke in there somewhere.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Now, every time you think of Thanksgiving, you're going to think of sex. You're welcome. As you're sitting around the table with parents and grandparents and nieces and nephews and kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
All you're going to be thinking about is like the best sex you've ever had in your life.
What am I grateful for? Banging.
And Michelle Pfeiffer. Amen.
I didn't say it. We are tagging the Madison in this episode. We're going to tag them.
So good.
Yowzer. I didn't say that though, Michelle. But
Michelle.
Namaste. You're wonderful.
Michelle, like you know her.
I think about how we often kind of go to bed at night, like we meaning many people. The way I fall asleep at night is sometimes I'm on Instagram and I'm just doom scrolling, you know? And I think about the difference between what it would be like if I'm up from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. just doing that. What would my life be like if I didn't do that? If I set my phone down and I bought a telescope and went out to a hill in the dark and looked at the stars.
That'd be cool.
You know what I mean? I'm up for the same amount of time. All I need to do is throw on a jacket because it's a little cold. I'm not wrapped in my bed. It takes more effort, but the result is way more than what I could get on my phone looking at whatever, right? The result is so much more impactful and nourishing to my soul. And I think what we're talking about here is a holy simplicity, a kneeling down, a laying down of all the layers of complication that we paint over our lives to achieve convenience and ease and to worship the God of convenience and ease. And if we lay that down and we take the noise out of our lives from our screens, more often at least, wouldn't we be able to hear the voice of God, the still small voice of God, far better if what we do is we say, I'm getting back to a simpler, a little more effortful, but a simpler version of life where I can be rooted in a moment, present with myself, and maybe, just maybe, more present with God because I can hear his voice. And I'm not addicted to a screen with its flashing lights and stuff, and it makes me want to look at it more. Oh my God, what's the next thing? You know? What if we just looked at the stars? Because we're up anyway, you know? I think that there is something holy about subtraction. People think like religion and spirituality is about addition, adding something to your life, but it's not. It's not adding church. It's not adding more Bible reading. It's not adding small groups. It's not adding this or that or whatever. True spirituality, true Christian spirituality is about subtraction. It's about taking away the bullshit so that we can hear the still small voice of God whispering over and over, I love you. I gave myself for you. Come home to me. I love you. I gave myself for you. Come home to me. That's it. That's what it is.
That's great. I feel a little shame right now hearing you say I love that.
That's totally what I wanted for you to feel, and our whole audience. Please be ashamed of yourselves. We're surrounded by screens right now. I mean, we're kind of hypocrites, but we're also saying like we want simplicity too. Like this is great to talk to people and connect, but like we need to live in a space of holy simplicity. Like that nourishes the soul.
Absolutely. And we're not getting away from the screens, and I'm not even going to shit on them, because do I spend more time? There's an opportunity cost to it. So could I do what you said and do something like look at the stars instead of my screen at night? Absolutely. Yeah. I'm not giving them up. I mean,
no, you can't.
It's how I work. It's how
you get a plane ticket.
Kids
it's
go
how
to school.
you
I mean,
talk to your kids' teachers. Like, yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. No, the shame comes from, and I see the irony. It's like, hey, isn't this a great thing? And I'm just like, oh, I'm so ashamed. We have such a good world.
Yeah. It was made good.
And we've lost that somehow.
There's a lot of ways we've lost it, but we participate in the losing of the goodness of the world by adding this thin surface layer of convenience, but overcomplication.
Oh, we're completely complicit in it.
Yeah.
And this pattern I see in myself, at one time I'm better, but this pattern I see in myself is I need that convenience, because then I can do more. Then I have more time to do more things. Yeah. So the convenience that I'm almost addicted to, that is very normalized. Why wouldn't you make something as fast and convenient as possible?
Yeah.
Why would I take 15 minutes to brew a pot of coffee and sit down and drink it for 15 minutes when I can brew it in 30 seconds with my Keurig and drink it while I'm getting ready for work?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I do that? Yeah. And now I know this is where the guilt comes in, because I'm robbing myself of the nourishment, the nutrients, the mental and the soulful nourishment of getting my ass out on that hill and looking at the stars.
Yeah.
I'm trading that time with my God for the God of convenience.
Yeah.
And why? So I can cram more into my already crammed day? What good does that do me?
Yeah, so you can spike your cortisol and feel incompetent in more areas of your life because you don't have enough time to sit and savor a moment and let your soul be filled up in it. Yeah.
And I would be willing to bet that if I did this, if I started turning my back on convenience over simplicity, take all that extra shit that I'm going to fit in my day now, because I saved myself time making coffee. I saved myself sitting and doing nothing but drinking coffee and journaling because I got ready. Yeah. If I took all that time I saved up, and rather than cram in another errand or cram into another appointment, and instead spent that time with God. And it doesn't have to be a Bible study. It doesn't have to be anything with anyone else. It doesn't even have to be reading my Bible.
Yeah.
Just sit and listen.
I'm glad you said sit and listen, and it doesn't have to be this, that, or the other. It's not a program, right? Like if you did all of that and you subtracted some of the things that are ultimately unnecessary, but that allow for convenience, if you subtracted some of those things, then you would be able to be present with God and yourself in the moment. And if you're present with God and yourself and the moment, you are more equipped to meet those moments that aren't as convenient. When your day demands your presence and it's some more bullshit at work, or it's some more bullshit in your family or your friends or whatever kind of crap that you are required to resolve and deal with, if you are able to subtract things that are just distractions that feel necessary to protect your convenience but aren't actually necessary, and you sit with yourself and God in the moment, or you go for a walk with God and yourself in the moment, or you look at stars with God and yourself in the moment, or you brew a cup of coffee, or you have some good sex with your partner, and you're present in the moment, you are much more equipped to touch real life at every moment. And that nourishes your soul, you know?
And I'd be willing to bet the more present I am, I'm going to feel more pulled. I'm going to want to do that more versus crossing that thing off my to-do list. I think that to-do list will bother me a whole lot less. I think I'm going to see a shift in that pull. Like, I got to get this other thing done. I got to make the appointment. I got to run that errand.
So you won't rush as much.
Yep. I don't think that's going to bother me near as much if I go to bed and there's still things on that list. And I'm going to look forward.
Mm-hmm.
If it didn't get done today, it'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to go look at some stars, and I'm going to actually look more forward to that than getting cozy in my bed with Instagram.
Yeah, absolutely.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, because when you build a fire with your two hands and you make a spark and it catches, or when you bake bread out of nothing and you just bake some bread, it tastes way better than what's bought at the store. It's more nourishing to not just your body, but your soul. The fire is nourishing to your body because it warms it and illuminates it, but it's nourishing to your soul somehow too, because you made that thing. You were present. You were rooted in the moment. And that's where life comes from. Just like when you have sex and you are present with somebody and there aren't barriers, there aren't complications, you're just in a loving relationship where you can be true and she can be true. That's where real life comes from. Wear a condom, don't make babies. But you know what I mean? That's where real life comes from.
You ruin the moment.
I always ruin the moment. Well,
it doesn't feel the same.
It doesn't.
You want all the lines? I've heard many. I mean,
I want to hear a few. What are the lines? It doesn't feel the same, baby. Let's just take that thing right off.
I feel like you've said a few.
The hell? You think I've said that?
I don't know.
You don't know. What are some more lines? Tell me the lines. Just whisper them. Not in the creepy way, but just so no one else can hear. Just whisper them over here.
Okay. It might give you a rash.
It could give you a rash. You got to be careful. Are you latex allergic?
No, but I've been. Maybe
he was just looking.
Someone trying to convince me that I might be.
He was just looking out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, it could give you a rash. We obviously shouldn't wear this. Don't worry. I practice natural family planning.
Right.
100%.
Or he's allergic to latex.
Oh, but do you want me to swell up and be like I can't breathe? I'm allergic to latex too.
Or they're too tight. They're going to break.
It just won't fit. Oh my God. And then you find out the mystery. You find out the truth of the mystery and you're like, nah, baby, that'll fit.
It's not a problem.
It's not a problem for you.
This is nothing.
That's awesome. I think that's a great way to end it. No, babe, not a problem for you. Let's end on a dick joke. Oh, God. Thank you for joining our conversation today. Give this podcast a like and subscribe to keep up with the episodes that we drop weekly. And if you don't like us, tell your friends about how much you don't like us so that they will hate listen to us. Right?
Who wouldn't like us? I mean, even if
a
you
lot
don't,
of people.
even if you don't like us,
even if you don't like us,
because you're not everybody's cup of tea.
Boy, that's the truth. Story of my life, guys.
Okay, so if you like us, great. You know what to do. If you don't like us, sorry it didn't work out, but you can still tell people about how much you didn't like us.
I like that you said sorry it didn't work out. I'm real sorry it didn't work out for you on this front. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. That's okay.